Johnson.
So can you provide insights into the efforts made to secure the U.S. borders and prevent illegal crossing? And secondly, how does the Immigration Department adapt to changing global conditions such as conflicts and humanitarian crises that affect migration?
It's a nice short question to end the conference. So we have, I mean, there's a lot of, it's probably a longer answer than we have time for, but I will say, what we have done over the last 2 years, as we were building up to the end of the public health emergency associated with the COVID pandemic and in the months since, was to mobilize all of the government's resources to try to buttress and support our frontline personnel on the border. We have deployed thousands of additional law enforcement personnel, both from within the department and from other agencies and departments in the government, to supplement our efforts on the border. We have significantly expanded our infrastructure, and that includes our holding capacity at the border in order to process individuals. It includes additional technology that has been deployed to help identify individuals who may be crossing unlawfully. And it includes also hiring and deploying additional personnel to support processing at the border. We recognize, that what we are seeing at the border is really a symptom of an overall challenge that is global. I think countries all over the world are seeing increased migration over the last few years as a result of what we the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on economies around the world, as well as climate change and the impact that is having on economies and on people. There are more people displaced in the world today than at any other point since World War II. And that is, true as well in our own hemisphere, where we have seen, failing authoritarian governments across the region, as well as issues, as I said, related to economic deprivation. In this country, we have a unique challenge, which is that our immigration system and the statutes that govern it have not been updated by our Congress in decades. And they were created at a point in time when the migration challenge on our border was substantially different than it is today. And so we have been committed to trying to address this through executive authorities and executive action, as were the administrations that preceded us. But we are now seeing these surges in migration become a regular occurrence under presidents of both political parties. And all of these executive actions that are taken have led to a never-ending series of lawsuits and have really empowered the courts to make decisions about how we apply immigration law and how we secure our border in ways that are difficult and challenging for us. And so we are committed to continuing to work within our executive authorities. We obviously promulgated the Circumvention of Lawful Pathways rule. We have been referring record numbers of individuals through what is known as expedited removal at the border over the last few months. But we are clear-eyed that there really is no lasting solution here that does not involve the U.S. Congress doing its job in updating these statutes, and we will continue to call on Congress to come together on a bipartisan basis. Neither party can address this on its own, and so we all need to come together and address this to actually have a solution here.
So you say that both political parties are playing a political game on the subject of immigration?
What I am saying is that neither political party is going to be able to resolve this issue on its own. And so what we need is a frank and open conversation about what is driving this migration, the role that our statutes are playing in that, and how we can address it.